You think you're taking care of your health, but one vitamin pill could quietly raise your risk of a stroke overnight. Have you ever woken up in the morning, feeling dizzy, struggling to lift your arm, or finding it hard to speak clearly? Don't rush to blame it on aging. In fact, many strokes in older adults aren't caused by high blood pressure. Some vitamins, when taken at the wrong time or in the wrong way, can quietly increase your risk of stroke, nerve damage, or even brain bleeding. Today, as a brain specialist, I'll walk you through the 5 most common vitamins that may be putting your brain at risk, and the simple changes you can make, starting with your next breakfast, to protect your brain health. Not everyone who suffers a stroke every morning, he followed the same routine. Early exercise, a balanced breakfast, and a handful of supplements, calcium, omega-3, and high-dose vitamin D. He truly believed he was doing the right thing for his bones and brain. But one morning, his wife found him lying still in bed, his right arm limp, his speech gone. Walter had suffered a stroke in his sleep. No warnings, no symptoms the day before. Walter's story isn't rare. Across the country, thousands of older adults take vitamins every day, thinking they're harmless. But here's the truth. After 60, our bodies process nutrients differently than when we were 30 or 40. Some vitamins, if taken for too long or in the wrong dose, can weaken blood vessels, disrupt nerve function, and raise nighttime blood pressure. And that creates the perfect. Do you take vitamin D, E, B6, A, or niacin every day? Do you know the exact dose in each pill? When we're young, our bodies handle vitamins pretty well. Too much? The liver and kidneys simply flush it out. But after 60, that changes. Your liver slows down, your kidneys get weaker, and your blood vessels lose flexibility. That's why a single vitamin, if taken at the wrong dose, or they stay stored in the liver and tissues. If you take them daily, for weeks or months, they can quietly accumulate. Too much buildup? It can raise calcium levels in your blood, put pressure on your brain, and even thin your blood too much, all without warning. 2. Vitamins can clash with your medications. Many seniors take heart pills, blood pressure meds, or blood thinners. But mixing them with certain vitamins? Nighttime is when the brain is most vulnerable. Between 3 and 5 a.m., your brain is at its lowest energy state. If you take vitamin D or B6 at the wrong time, you could trigger a stroke while you're sleeping. Here's the bottom line. Vitamins aren't bad. But if you don't understand them, you may be placing your health in the hands of one tiny pill. Some vitamins, when taken the wrong way, can quietly harm your brain, your heart, and your nervous system. Here are the 5 most common vitamin mistakes older adults make, often without knowing. 1. Taking high-dose vitamin D at night. Vitamin D supports bone strength, immunity, and mood. But many seniors take megadoses without a blood test or doctor's advice. Tests showed hardened arteries, blood pressure swings, and dangerously high calcium. As we age, our bodies can't flush out vitamin D as efficiently. Instead of going into the bones, excess calcium may build up in blood vessels, especially dangerous at night when blood flow slows. Solution: only take vitamin D if prescribed. Get regular blood tests. But it also thins your blood and can become dangerous when mixed with blood thinners like warfarin, aspirin, or Plavix. Mrs. Evelyn, 81, was on blood thinners for a heart valve condition. She added 800 IU of vitamin E after reading it helps memory. Within weeks, she had a brain bleed, even though her blood pressure was normal. Why? Vitamin E plus blood thinners was too much. Avoid supplements with 400, 1000 IU unless advised by your doctor. 3. Taking too much vitamin B6 for too long. B6 is often sold as a brain booster or nerve protector. But many seniors take too much for too long without reading the label. Mr. Harold, 76, took a supplement with 100 milliliters of B6 per pill, twice a day, for a year. That's 10 to 20 times the safe limit. Over time, B6 can build up in the nerves and avoid megadose B6 products unless prescribed. If you notice numbness, dizziness, or poor balance, stop and talk to your doctor. 4. Taking too much vitamin A. Vitamin A supports vision and immune health, but it's stored in fat, not flushed out. Too much can build up in the liver and brain. Mrs. Dorothy, 79, took 10,000 IU of vitamin A daily. This condition, known as pseudotumor cerebri, mimics stroke symptoms and can lead to permanent vision loss. Solution: seniors should limit vitamin A to 3,000 IU per day. Many beauty or eye supplements contain high doses without warning. If you already take a multivitamin, avoid doubling up on vitamin A unless needed. 5. Mr. Dennis, 82, took 2 over-the-counter circulation boosters daily, each with 1,000 milliliters of niacin. Within weeks, he experienced flushing, fast heartbeat, and dizzy spells. One morning, he had a brief speech slur, a mini-stroke. High-dose niacin can damage blood vessels, affect heart rhythm, and disturb blood sugar. Solution: if you take heart or blood pressure meds, don't exceed. Vitamins are safe. I can take as much as I want. After age 60, your body becomes more sensitive. Your liver, kidneys, and blood vessels can no longer process high doses the same way. So when it comes to vitamins, be smart, be careful, and always ask, do I really need this pill? Or is it doing more harm than good? A simple solution, now that you understand the most common vitamin: start by doing less and eating better. Your body doesn't need megadoses. What it truly needs is real nutrition from the food you eat every day. Margaret's story. Margaret, age 73, was a retired elementary school principal. When she came in for a checkup, she brought a big bag filled with pills: vitamin D for bones, vitamin E for her heart, B6 for nerve support. Her blood pressure was all over the place. She had trouble focusing, even after a full night's sleep. So we tried something simple. We paused the supplements and rebuilt her meals from scratch. Margaret's new breakfast: 1 boiled egg for protein and choline, great for brain function. Half an avocado. Sometimes she added a few walnuts or almonds for B vitamins and magnesium. After just 3 weeks, Margaret felt the difference. Clearer thinking, no more dizziness in the morning, stable blood pressure, and most of all, she felt strong again without relying on pills. Everyday foods to support your brain and body. You don't need complicated diets, just simple, real foods, eaten at the right time. Berries, to fight inflammation and support memory. Whole grains, to keep blood sugar stable. Warm water, gentle, but essential for brain function. Tiny habits that make a big difference. If you take vitamins, do it in the morning, never before bed. Never skip breakfast. Your brain needs fuel. Practice deep breathing for a few minutes after waking. If it's a vitamin, it must be safe, no matter the dose. After 60, your body becomes more sensitive. It processes nutrients differently, and it doesn't need artificial overload. It needs wisdom, balance, and care. Your health is not in a bottle. It's in your choices, one mindful meal at a time. Closing thoughts. Growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It's not about dependence. It's an opportunity or a hidden risk. if taken the wrong way. You've also learned more is not always better. After 60, your body needs balance, not a magic pill. The most powerful tool you have isn't a cabinet full of supplements. It's knowledge and the ability to listen to your body. So, what will you start changing today? Will you take a moment to check the... You just need to start the conversation in the right way.